Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I will be making a what's on my iPhone video. Now, I haven't done one since 2019 and, I decided, hey, why not make a 2020 updated video of what's on my iPhone? So, let's get to it. Okay, so, here is my iPhone. Now, you guys are probably wondering, my phone does look different. That is because I have the iPhone 8 Plus now, and the reason is because I broke my iPhone 6s. Yeah, I was not too happy when I broke it, so I got the iPhone 8 Plus as a Christmas present, and I've been using it since December last year, and it's done really well. So so we'll start at my lock screen. So I decided, like I said last time, I like having my iPhone set up nice and minimal, clean, simple, don't want it to be distracting. So, and also because, since I like MLP and I like doing animations, I decided to use a Applejack wallpaper. It's nice and clean, it's dark, it's minimal, it's nice and clean. So we'll go to my front page. Now, front page, there's not a lot. The only apps that I have are the Apple official apps, which I've got Messages, FaceTime, Camera, which the camera on this iPhone 8 Plus is really good. I've got Photos, obviously, Calendar, Clock, Weather, App Store, and all of that. So yeah, I just got the official Apple apps on the first page because these are the apps that I don't use a lot, but I still have them here just in case I need to use them. Now, down here, I put my most used apps that I use every single day. Like, for example, I've got Fanfiction, Safari, Phone, and YouTube. Now, I use these apps on a daily basis, so that's why I've put them down here. So, on the next page, as you guys can also see, I forgot to mention, I only have two pages, and that's because I don't have a lot of apps, and I also have my apps sorted out into folders. I've got Apple Watch, Driving, Productivity, Games, and Entertainment. That's all I've got, and I don't really use that much on my iPhone. Like, I don't go crazy on it. Like, this is a 64GB model iPhone 8 Plus, but I'm only using about 15GB of storage. So, and all of that. I'll show the apps that I'm using. So, go to Apple. Now, the only app that isn't Apple is my Optus, which is my carrier that I use for data and all of that. So nothing here really matters. So now for Apple Watch, if I can get to it, I've got the Apple Watch app, which, I have for my Apple Watch 1st Gen, which I still have today and right now. And it still works really good. Don't have any issues with it. And I've got Carrot, which is another weather app that I use besides. So yeah, the weather app talks to you. Yeah. Yeah, so with this weather app Carrot, it is a weather app, like I said before. It's like Apple's weather, but this one says that it is supposed to be a little more accurate. I don't know how accurate this is, but it's pretty warm right now, so I will assume that it is this. And sometimes it says little funny catchphrases like this right here, which, if you guys just want to read it. So, yeah, it's pretty accurate, and I really like using this app. There is an Apple Watch app for this, but for some reason it won't let me download it, but I'm still trying to figure that out, so I will try and figure that out another time when I decide to work. Alright, so the next app is Timetable. Now, Timetable is an app that I use for school, whether it would be, checking my subjects, what I have next, which I also, again, use on my Apple Watch. I have a little section at the top left corner where I check my subjects. Like, when I'm in school, obviously I can't be on my phone, so I will check the thing on my Apple Watch to see what I have next if I forget. Now, this app is really useful, and I do recommend anyone to have it if they want it, if they do need it. I highly recommend this app. It is pretty useful, and I would not be able to remember my subjects without it. Now, this app, I won't go into it for personal reasons, but It is an app where it reminds you to take medication. There's also an Apple Watch companion for that, for this app, and it does really great. I used to have another app called Cuckoo, but after a few updates it didn't work so well, so I got this app and it works really nice. So yeah, anyone who takes medication, I recommend that you download this app. Alright, so for the next app there is Cheat Sheet. Now, I don't use Cheat Sheet quite a lot, but basically with Cheat Sheet there is also an Apple Watch companion for this. You can add, well, what it says here, add cheats. Yes, you can use it in school, but that would be cheating, so I wouldn't really recommend doing that. But, you know, if you put like a PIN number for something, like a locker number for something, you can add that here and you can check it on your Apple Watch if you've forgotten it. So yeah, I don't use it quite often, but it helps. And now the next app, it is Minimalist. Now I haven't used this app just yet, I only downloaded it the other day, but it's like the Reminders app, but it has a more simple and minimal look, which I do like. There is also an Apple Watch app companion for this, which is on my Apple Watch, which I should show in another video. So this app is like Reminders and it works really well. And like if I was to put something in here, for example, so if I said, what's on my iPhone video and press done, I can start a focus thing. So like I can start it, pause it, like see how it says put your iPhone down and get back to work. You can do that. You can pause it, stop it, and all of that. Yeah, confirm. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's swipe right, you can mark it off and that's complete, and then you just start with whatever you want next. Alright, so the next app is Accurate Weather. Accurate Weather, I use for my weather Apple Watch app since the Carrot weather isn't working, but it's still just as good as Carrot. The only downside is that it comes with a bunch of ads, like there's one right here, which I don't like. It's a pain in the ass, but oh well, that's, I guess, what you gotta deal with. So my next folder is driving. Now, I do drive, and this is for anyone who lives in Australia. If you are a learner driver and you have just gotten your license, I recommend getting the QLD logbook. I won't go into it obviously because of personal reasons, but instead of having to write everything down on paper for logbooks for a learner driver, you can use this app and it times it and all of that, and it works really well. It's pretty accurate. And then, you know, when it comes to upgrading to your P plates, now this is for those who live in Australia only, what I'm talking about right now. And you can, you know, take this in, go, hey, I've done this many hours, time to upgrade my license, and yeah. And I use this app quite often. And I also use Google Maps and Apple Maps. Now, I can't use Maps yet because of the law in Australia where learner drivers can't use Maps, like on their phone. Obviously, it's the law, but you know, because of reasons. So I do use Google Maps and Apple Maps sometimes when I'm trying to get somewhere. So, okay, so next folder is called Productivity. Now, I did call this school, but I called it Productivity and then I kept changing it and all. So anyway, these apps I use these for school. So first one is Google Photos. Yeah, you can see that I've been looking up a little bit of MLP. Basically, I use Google Photos to back up my photos, so like, if something was to happen to my phone, you know, my photos are backed up, and I do not lose anything, which has been a big help, especially when my iPhone 6s broke. You know, this was a big help, because, you know, I didn't want to lose my photos, so this is really good that, you know, I can have my photos backed up and not worry about them going missing and all of that. So next up, it's called iExpand Drive, or yeah, iExpand. So basically what this app does is that I can hook up to a USB, which I can grab real quick. Alright, so here's the USB. So what this USB drive does is that I can plug this into my iPhone and I can copy things from my laptop, which I have right here, onto my iPhone. That's if the app wants to work today. Sometimes it doesn't work. You just press allow. Basically, the idea is that I can copy things onto this USB, which is very helpful, but for some reason, there you go, now it's working. You can back up photos, you can back up quite a lot of things, and it's been very useful. You can back up calendar, contacts, kind of like iCloud, but on a USB. Now this thing's been really helpful. Now this thing cost about 69, 70 bucks Australian dollars. It's expensive, but it was a very worthy purchase on getting. So if you're someone who likes to transfer files from their iPhone, iPad, iPod, whatever Apple device you've got to a USB, and use it on your MacBook, laptop, whatever you have, I highly recommend having this USB. It's really good. And this app. Okay, next app. So the next app, I won't demonstrate it because the device that I use to control it is flat at the moment. I have it on charge and I can't really use it. So basically this app called HP Sprocket, the idea is that you can, I have a little printer at the moment, but I don't have it on me at the moment. The idea is that it prints out little cards, and the printer, like the picture shows up on the ink, and it is really good. I don't use it as often, but I use it when I do need to. But I highly recommend getting it, so there's not much about this app. Okay, so next app, it is email. Email shows all of my emails, which I really like. So for example, I can go here and I can have 3 emails all up in one app, and I can go to all inboxes and it shows all the emails for my apps, which I really like, and it's very useful. If you're someone who has multiple emails, I recommend using this app, and this app is literally called email. It's just really good. Okay, so for the next app, there is Tide. So with Tide is kind of like that minimalist app, except it's not reminding you things. For this, you can use it to focus, sleep, relax, breathe, and I use this every night when I go to sleep for like white noise, and it is really good and I really like it. So I recommend this to anyone who likes white noise. Okay, so next app is Sleep Cycle. Sleep Cycle I use again every night to track my sleep. So see how my sleep is going and see how well it is, and I like to check how my sleep is going. So like for example, I've got 90% sleep quality, which is really good, and I really like using it. Okay, for the next app, there is Reminders, which is Apple's default reminders. Now, I like using this. I really like how Apple has redesigned this. I can have certain lists like payments, reminders, school, YouTube. I use it quite a lot, and it is very useful for those who want to be reminded of what needs to be done. And I use this absolutely every single day. For like when I go to pay for my car rego, I can put it in here. It reminds me on the date. I just really like how they've redesigned this. So I recommend this app if you don't have it installed already, but it will be on your iPhone manually when you go to buy a new one. Okay, so for the next folder, I have games. I've got Pocket Ponies and My Little Pony. So these are just 2 games that I just play every now and then. I play them every day. I like MLP, so I'm going to play these. They're really fun games, and I recommend playing them if you want to, and just try it out. It's really good, and yeah, I highly recommend downloading them. Okay, so for the last folder, I have entertainment. I've got Stan, Netflix, Spotify. Now, I use Netflix quite a lot, just to watch stuff. I use it quite a lot. It's pretty good, and especially with the speakers on the iPhone 8 Plus, the bass is really good. So watching movies on this, you will not have any problems and you will not be disappointed. So yeah, this is what is on my iPhone. So yeah, so I hope you guys like this video. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!